Understanding Soul Karma, the hidden architecture of your life across lifetimes. Introduction. What is soul karma? Karma is often misinterpreted in modern discourse as simply what goes around comes around. But in truth, karma is far more than a cosmic punishment system. It is a deep spiritual architecture, a record of energy, a feedback mechanism for evolution, and an intimate imprint of the soul's journey. Soul karma is not only about actions taken in this lifetime, but the accumulated imprints, both subtle and gross, from many lives lived across time and space. It is not fate, nor is it a rigid judgment. Soul karma is more akin to the GPS of the soul, constantly updating based on one's intentions, choices, and the way one meets their life circumstances. To understand soul karma is to begin decoding the blueprint of your spiritual evolution, why you are here, what you are meant to learn, and how your choices in this life ripple across the fabric of your destiny. 1. The origins of karma, Vedic and Eastern thought. The word karma comes from the Sanskrit root kri, which means to do or to act. But karma is not just about action, it is about the effect of action, and more subtly, the intention behind it. In the Vedas and Upanishads, karma is the invisible law that binds cause to effect, not in a linear, moralistic way, but in a vibrational, energetic one. The Bhagavad Gita distinguishes 3 types of karma. Sanchita karma, the accumulated karma of past lives. Prarabdha karma, the portion of past karma influencing this lifetime. Agami karma, the karma being created in the present life that will influence the future. This triadic structure suggests that you are always co-creating your destiny, even if you are influenced by past imprints. Free will and karma are not enemies, they are partners in the soul's evolution. In Buddhism, karma is closely related to the concept of dependent origination, pratityasamutpada, that everything arises in dependence upon conditions. Karma is less about reward-punishment and more about cause, condition, and consequence. It is a web, not a line. 2. The soul's journey across incarnations. When we speak of soul karma, we are addressing a longer arc than just one lifetime. The soul is believed to undergo many incarnations, each chosen, on some level, to master certain lessons, clear old debts, express latent gifts, and evolve toward higher consciousness. Each life carries themes: abandonment, power, love, betrayal. Contracts, agreements made with other souls. Patterns, repetitions, until they're healed or transcended. A person born into poverty may not be paying for past mistakes, but rather learning to discover self-worth beyond material value. A soul born with great privilege may be here to learn how to use power in service. What seems random or unjust on the surface often makes sense when seen through the lens of soul karma. The soul chooses its time, place, body, and challenges with a kind of sacred precision. Some teachers liken it to casting a role in a spiritual play. The soul chooses certain scripts to master the art of living. Karma is the residual energy that influences which scripts are available. 3. Western reflections, karma beyond the East. In the West, especially within Christianity, karma is not named explicitly, but similar ideas exist. The notion of reaping what you sow. The concept of original sin, though theological, can be seen as a symbolic reference to inherited karmic imprints. Mystical Christianity, Gnostic and esoteric, speaks more directly of reincarnation and soul progression. In Jungian psychology, karma can be loosely compared to the shadow, the parts of ourselves we suppress or deny, which inevitably resurface. Jung's idea of individuation, the process of integrating the unconscious, is remarkably similar to the Eastern idea of resolving karma to become whole. Modern psychotherapy can also be seen as karmic healing, unraveling inherited trauma, intergenerational karma, healing behavioral cycles, and choosing new patterns. 4. Soul contracts and karmic relationships. Some of the deepest karmic lessons come through relationships. These are not always romantic, and they are not always pleasant, but they are purposeful. There are several types of karmic relationships. Soulmates, familiar souls who assist in our evolution, sometimes through love, sometimes through friction. Twin flames, mirror-like relationships that trigger profound healing. Karmic ties, those with whom we have unresolved energetic debts or attachments. Often, karmic relationships will have a sense of intensity, déjà vu, or immediate recognition. They catalyze change, force inner reflection, and compel growth. The key is to respond with consciousness, not reaction, to break the karmic loop. Forgiveness is one of the most powerful karmic tools, not as passive acceptance, but as energetic release. To forgive is not to condone, but to reclaim one's power and stop feeding the cycle. 5. Soul karma in modern life, patterns and purpose. Karma plays out in our everyday lives through repeated circumstances. Why do I always attract this kind of boss partner? Chronic emotional states, shame, guilt, fear, often tied to unprocessed karma. Unexplainable talents or fears, phobias, déjà vu, genius-level skills. Your job is not to obsess over, what did I do to deserve this, but to ask, what is this here to teach me? How can I respond in a way that ends this cycle? Soul karma often creates core themes in a person's life: abandonment, worth, power, trust. These themes are like master classes tailored to the soul's growth path. You may be called to transform ancestral karma, e.g., cycles of abuse or poverty, to embody a new archetype within your lineage, or to break patterns that have persisted for generations. This work is not only personal, it is planetary. 6. The mechanics of karma, beyond reward and punishment. Karma is not punishment, it is consequence aligned with frequency. Every thought, action, and intention emits a vibrational signal. Karma is the echo of those signals. Some key mechanics. Intent matters more than outcome. Doing the right thing for the wrong reason creates different karma than doing the wrong thing for the right reason. Karma can be softened by consciousness. Awareness changes the trajectory. Compassion and service are among the most karmically cleansing acts. Self-punishment is not resolution. Awareness and alignment are. Karma is not linear. It can accelerate, compound, or dissolve, depending on the soul's level of integration and evolution. 7. Dharma, the balancing principle. In many traditions, karma is balanced or guided by dharma, your sacred duty, purpose, or path. If karma is the echo of past energy, dharma is the compass for future alignment. Following your dharma doesn't just clear karma, it transcends it. Dharma is the path that liberates you from unconscious repetition. You don't need to know your entire life mission. Dharma is often momentary. Speaking your truth. Choosing kindness when angry. Aligning work with values. Living dharmically makes you karmically agile. It allows the soul to evolve through presence rather than repeated lessons. 8. Free will and the illusion of fate. Are we truly free if we're bound by karma? Yes and no. You are not free from karma, but you are free in how you respond to it. Each conscious choice can either perpetuate or transmute karma. You're not being punished, you're being invited into greater awareness. Think of karma as a set of gravitational pulls. You may be born into certain patterns, but through awareness and alignment, you can escape those orbits and enter new ones. In fact, spiritual awakening is often defined by the moment when one stops reacting karmically and begins choosing dharmically. 9. Karmic tools, healing and transmutation. You are not at the mercy of karma. There are many tools to work with it. Meditation calms the reactive mind and creates space between action and impulse. Shadow work reveals unconscious karmic patterns. Energy healing clears subtle imprints from the body and field. Past life regression explores root causes of current patterns. Service, acts of compassion can transmute heavy karma. Ritual and prayer, especially in Eastern traditions, certain mantras and fire rituals are used to burn karma. Gratitude and forgiveness. These shift your vibration from victimhood to mastery. Karma is transformed by consciousness and choice. The more present you become, the more influence you have over your karmic path. 10. Collective karma and the soul of humanity. Soul karma is not only individual, it is collective. Nations, families, organizations, and even planets have karma. The ecological crisis, systemic injustice, and collective trauma are not just political, they are karmic expressions of imbalance. If karma is about cause and effect, then collective karma is the consequence of collective unconsciousness. Healing the world requires each individual to own their peace. As more people awaken to their soul karma and shift their patterns, the collective frequency of humanity rises. This is the true meaning of spiritual evolution, not escape from Earth, but transmutation of it. Conclusion: living beyond karma. Ultimately, karma is not a prison, but a teacher. It doesn't define who you are, it reminds you of what you came to learn. As the mystic Ram Dass said, we're all just walking each other home. Soul karma is the thread that weaves those journeys together. It reminds us that every moment is a choice, every choice is a teaching, and every teaching is a chance to return to truth. You are not bound by karma, you are being called by it. The soul does not seek comfort, it seeks wholeness. And karma is the sacred mirror that shows you the way.